The first two questions for Richard will be from Seth Emerson and Jed May.
Hey, Richard. With the way that, I guess, to go back to the LSU game, the way it went last year when you faced kind of another powerful offense, and with the way the run defense has been, is there an extra awareness that other teams might take some shots on you guys, and you gotta teams trying over the top on you like see did a couple times?
Yeah, definitely. That's with any team in football, in the defense, there's opposing teams that's looking at your other previous games and trying to find out a flaw to be able to, capitalize on during the game. And I think there's going to be a few things that the opponents that we go against in the next few weeks try to exploit our defense with. And that's something that we're prepared for. We practice for all those things. We come in there and make corrections about them the week before, and we move on to the next game and the next game plan.
Hey, Richard, Kirby was saying that when offenses go up tempo, it can sort of make a defense's fundamentals get sloppy. How do you guys try to avoid that, both in terms of, tackling and also just communicating, assignments and stuff on the back end?
By practicing very fast and trying to make sure that we don't lose our fundamentals, as Coach was saying, in fastball periods, and being able to tackle, wrap up, do the little things good, so we're not able to be one of those teams that have to experience that type of breakdown during the team play.
Next, we'll have Dennis Dodd and John from AP.
Richard, when you look around really college football, not just the SEC, and see all these high-powered offenses, how much pride do you take in just doing it the way you guys do it defensively? I don't want to say it's old school, but it's what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, definitely. That's something that they emphasized since we got back. Starting everything back up, though, there's nothing for our defense is going to change. We're going to make sure that we keep things basic, check all the boxes off, and be the defense of Georgia that's been known for plenty of years, the last 4 or 5 years of being, this bolting our feet down in the ground and making teams go the long and hard way. That's something that we pride ourselves on. And it's 11 guys to the ball every time the ball is being snapped, 11 guys playing together. That's something that you can always count on coming from this Georgia defense. Monday through Friday, we practice like there's not going to be no tomorrow. We hit each other, we thud each other. And that's the way football needs to be played, and keep the fine principles defined.
Thanks. Thank you.
I was actually going to have something very similar, but when you sit down and watch this and see the scores on a Saturday night, you see 63-48, you see other teams, a lot of shootouts. Do you kind of like shake your head and go, they hadn't seen us? I mean, because obviously you guys have such a good defense. And
I mean, yeah. Sometimes I look at the scores and like, man, there's a lot of ball being played over there, and I can't really speak for the other teams or nothing like that, but I just make sure, our defense is ready to play on Saturdays. And we keep the other opposing team under 13. That's our goal. Try to stop them guys from having any explosives, and making sure our habit rate is going up every Saturday. That's something that I pride myself on, making sure that we know before the game, hey, guys, let's keep things rolling. No matter what's going on in the game, we're keeping a positive attitude, and we're going to make this next stop.
Let's go to Chip and then Jillian.
Yeah, Richard, at this point, you've watched a lot of video of opposing teams' offenses. I assume you've got an eye full of Alabama, Ole Miss. If I'm not mistaken, they scored on 9 of 11 touchdowns on 9 of 11 possessions, and almost got every yard you could possibly get in a game. I'm just wondering, as a defensive guy, when you look at that, I mean, what's your takeaway?
And then, the out of the 9 of the 11, one of them was a fumble on the 1 yard line, so it could have been easily 10 out of 11. But yeah, man, just my outlook on it. Those guys was going fast. It was a lot of different things happening going on at once. A lot of moving parts happening in front of the opposing defenses, and it just seemed like things, just got a little overwhelming. That's something that we here at Georgia, man, we pride ourselves on keeping our composure, keeping things in front of us, and making sure we play the next play like it's our last play. Like you said, man, it was just so much going on, in the last few weeks as far as scoring that, defenses don't really take the time out and really get back, what really got them there in the first place. And that's something that we do. We go back and we find our mistakes, good plays, bad plays, and make sure that it don't, turn into explosives on the Saturdays.
Yeah, I was wondering if you look at that, do you go into it with bravado, like, hey, you hadn't played us yet, or just like deadly serious about studying and figuring out, no, you're not going to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, just deadly serious, man. Just making sure we take everything, as serious as we can because, every Saturday in this schedule that we plan, any team can beat you. If you don't, mentally and physically check the boxes, like I stated before, I don't really, get into we're going to stop them doing this, we're going to stop them doing that. But as far as, the game plan that Coach Smart and Coach Lanning, Coach Schulman put together, that's, making sure I check those boxes, make sure I do all those things that'll be able to put me in great position to able to make the plays because it's not about the team, the team that we're going against is about what we're doing, how we able to make changes to our defense to be able to be, the defense that y'all love and see every Saturday.
Hey, Richard. So in your opinion, what have you seen up until this point that makes this defense special from any other year that will give you guys an edge against such an elite offense on Saturday?
Definitely can say going against elite offense, Monday through Friday. Seeing those guys on the other side of the ball, DeJuan, Stetson, any quarterback that we have here, they've just been giving us all type of looks and all type of things that we need with all these backs and how great our offensive line is, within ourselves, within our team, man. We have great pieces of the puzzle, and just seeing those guys Monday through Friday have us well equipped for the game on Saturday. Even the scout guys come and give great looks, man. And by the time that we get to the game, we'd already played it 4 times during the week, so we know exactly what's going to happen. We know exactly what's going, what we're going through because of the great game plan that our coaches spend so much time in putting together for us.
Let's go to Mike Griffith and Mark Weiser.
Hey, Richard, a couple questions. One, the ejection a couple of weeks ago, it looked like you led with your shoulder on a guy that went low. And in hindsight, how do you do that over? You just can't let that affect your play? And I guess secondly, will you guys keep 13 as your goal even for Alabama?
Yeah, man. Just the ejection call, man. It just was a bang bang play. Could have went either way, man. I thought I led with my shoulder also. A call's a call. Got to respect it. And yeah, our score total was 13. It's always gonna be 13, no matter who we play. It's not even no disrespect to the other team or nothing like that, but that's just something that we have within ourselves to be able to try to pull out as a goal for our defense.
Richard, for a guy that's a senior that has obviously had a prominent role the last time you guys played Alabama, what's your thoughts about getting another chance to go up against them? This program's obviously gone toe-to-toe with them the last couple times.
Yeah, I mean, this is a brand new team. We have a brand new team that had that games in the past. Both of us played 2 hell of a games at that time. But, this is just the next one, man. We not really looking back on anything that happened before. We just ready to, be able to change what's going on and affect what's happening now.
We've got time for one last question. Let's go to Dean Legge.
Richard, being the last guy back there as a safety, how do you make sure that you're where you're supposed to be mentally for this game, not getting sucked in with play action pass, et cetera, with as effectively as Bama has thrown the ball?
Yeah, definitely film study. Being able to have confidence in myself and my reads. Whatever I see on tape, that's what I take into the game with me. For 3 years, 4 years now, and I've been relying on the film study to be able to make plays. And now that the older I got, I've been able to help my other cohorts in the back end and help guys. And that's just something that I pride myself on, being able to be confident in my play and all the other guys that's in the room with me at the same time. Also, just being back there is the most exciting feeling ever because it's just an adrenaline rush. Keep everything in front of you is what I tell myself before every snap.
Okay, Richard, thanks a lot, man. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.